Video, we will be discussing the social function of urban planning and urban design. Today's society not only demands social justice, but also territorial justice in the distribution of the benefits of life in cities where everyone is able to enjoy urbanity and the benefits of urban planning. There is a clamor in most countries that is calling for improved mobility conditions, public services, and satisfactory infrastructure in urban planning, and rejecting extensive peripheral areas lacking in architecture, urban design, and environmental qualities, rejecting corporate interest as urban policy, all of which constitute the backdrop against which contemporary socio-spatial issues are resolved. The architect-urbanist must be a connector, a generator of connections inside the city and society, divided between those included and excluded from the benefits of the urban landscape. Contemporary metropolises challenges us to think about the need for constant negotiation between the devices for meaning, for socializing, for power, and for different areas of life, of which today constitute what is urban. Intermediate spaces and the reconfiguration of the city mean that the current problem we face consists of articulating the modules of urban morphology with the fabric, thinking of the city as a complex system of spatial, functional, economic, social, and mobility relationships. It should take into account the interactions between the different parts of the city, considering the scale of the built areas and the road systems as a starting point within the dimension of large spaces, facing the territorial on an urban horizon that demands new parameters in the configuration with something always much greater. There is no generic city, there are only case-by-case cities. Beyond some, common elements can we find here and there. Each project must employ specific tactics and strategies according to the scale in question, the conditions of the context, and the socio-economic cultural benefits of the places inhabited. The solutions to be sought must interpret the characteristics of the existing urban fabric, improving it and incorporating the values of the community with the aim of redefining the socio-environmental meaning of each place and intervention. Isn't it precisely the function of urbanism to facilitate the interactions between different parts of the city at every scale? So, the architect's social role. The social function of an architect consists precisely of giving coherence to the entire set of diffuse social demands, granting them a visibility that permits action. The problems of poverty, the creation of sources to generate work and income, the qualification of peripheries, the materialization of new housing nuclei with the urban DNA, the tackling of mobility problems and urban connectivity, the rebalancing of built mass, green mass relationship, the integrated sustainability of new urban developments, the reduction of energy consumption in cities, the contribution towards the coexistence of different and reception of immigrants are among the most pressing questions on the entire planet. The question is, how do we want to live in our cities, and how can we act to achieve these goals? This is related to making the decisions when public power converges with the actions of private initiatives. Initiatives for what, we might ask? With the market forces and the interest of the citizen in order to be able to live in friendlier, more cohabitable, more sustainable surroundings, rebalancing the built mass and the green mass relationship.